Hello everyone, and welcome back to Conquer the Frontier at the New Frontier. We have reached episode number 20 and are in August. You might have noticed that Nordic and I are starting slightly submerged in the straw mountain, which we created last time, from all of the harvest byproduct across a number of our fields. And the straw has been churning away in the BGA to make some biogas, but it is time to fill it up again. And rather than doing some manual work of maybe excavating it or using the forage wagon to load up the BGA, I think Nordic and I were planning to get a conveyor which will hopefully lift up the straw and dump it into the hopper, which sounds much easier and will keep it well topped up hopefully. So I think Nordic is going to do a little dash down to the store first thing this morning to get that sorted. And I am going to concentrate on getting a few trees loaded up into our sawmill. I can see Nordic scurrying to go get the massey or the pickup, I think. But yes, we have got some drilling to do today. That's right, all of our fields need drilling, but the plan is Creekside field. I think we are going to look to extend a little bit further north, so it is a longer field. And then we want to get that limed. We need to lime the new field as well, the latest field. And then this month, I think we can drill canola. So we're going to drill canola in the unnamed field, which is our largest. And then I think we were talking about putting grass in Albert Park. But whilst Nordic is away, I'm going to be chopping down a few trees strategically, so I don't have to bother with the winch. Hopefully I'm not going to land anything on the sawmill. We just want it to land near the sawmill. Let's see how we get on. It's like a game of tree bowling. Oh dear, that one didn't go so well. I see Nordic has made it back with the conveyor. I've just been chopping down a couple of these small trees. There we go, 7,000 litres of wood put in there, so that should keep it busy. Oh look, Nordic has placed the conveyor, and there we go, it is loading some straw in nicely. Restocking it. It's got 10,000 litres in, and the straw is wearing away. The silage has run out. It's processed all of that, so we can deactivate that. But the straw we can... Oh, it is already activated. There we go. Excellent stuff. This little conveyor might need a little bit of moving around just to make sure it is optimally picking up. Sometimes it can be a bit funny, but there we go. Alright, I think Nordic is just topping up the tractors with fuel. Let's see if the massey needs any. No, it doesn't. But what we'll do is grab the plough for Nordic. I think it's his turn to drive the massey and my turn to use the fent for ploughing. I do like to make sure we get a good amount of shared usage of each tractor. There he goes. Two magnificent tractors ready to start ploughing. Nordic's in the massey and I'm in the fent. And I think Nordic is just sizing up where we're going to extend. I think the plan is to stay inside of this tree and go down as far as we can until we hit some sort of tree line and curve it back round again. We'll probably keep it the same width, but if there's an opportunity to widen it, we will do so. Alright Nordic, we will follow your lead and we can get this field nicely extended. Right, there we go. We have ploughed the extension to Creekside. And yeah, we must have missed some stumps and some branches that are still lingering here. So I'll just move them out of the way for now. I think there was one other one over here. Can't quite remember. Just drop that branch there. And where was the other branch? Here was the other branch. Yeah, so we want to make sure that is out of the way for the drill when that time comes. The ploughs are fairly sturdy, but yeah, the drill is quite delicate, so we don't really want to be getting that caught up. I'll probably just clear these stumps from the edge of the field as well, because if we are going to be turning on the rows, again, we don't want to be snagging these on the drill or for the tractor to be driving over them. Makes it quite a bumpy ride. Okay, last stump cleared, I think. And yeah, that's looking much neater now. So we can hop back in the bent Xylon. We're going to be using this to do our lime spreading. So we'll grab the spreader. And I should have mentioned earlier that Nordic did refuel rather, the Xylon from this new fuel tank that we have placed here. Right next to our little servicing yard, so we can pull up here and refuel as and when we need to. Right, let's drop off the plough and we can grab the spreader. Where's Nordic put the other plough? Okay, yeah, back where it came from. Just move this bucket out of the way so we can get the pallet fork in case we need to load any more lime. Right, we've got the spreader. We've filled up with lime. We've got 82%. That should do us hopefully for the first field. And then we'll come back to do Creekside. Might have to top up with lime. So it's the newest field first and then Creekside. And we'll get these both nicely limed up. Okay, liming is done. Nordic is just going to park the spreader back in the shed so we can hop out of here. We had to go down to the store obviously to top up for liming up Creekside. We limed the whole field just because it made sense to reset the field back to all being limed. So we can hop in the Massey, and we are going to go get a second drill. Oh, there we go. Probably better if I look from the cab. So let's head off. We haven't got anything attached, so that is good. Yes, we want to buy a second drill, so Nordic and I can tag team the drilling. Oh, seem to have cut across by the sawmill there. Never mind. Oh, all of our straw has gone. That conveyor has lifted and shifted it all into the BGA, and I can see that we've made a good amount of money. We're up to 197,000 now, which is pretty epic. So we've got both fields limed that we needed to. So we're good to start some drilling now. Last month of summer here in the new frontier. The cloud is starting to settle over, and I think we've got a couple of wet months coming. And it looks like on the forecast December is going to be a snowy month, so Nordic and I will have to prepare for the winter. But these are the last couple of months to drill some crops. So it's going to be grass in Ahlbom Park, canola in Creekside, and then we'll probably wait a month so we can drill something like wheat or barley in the remaining 2 fields, which will be the unnamed, the biggest field, and also the newest field, which we've just limed up. Alright, we have made it over to the store, so we can buy a second drill. It's going to be identical to the one we own. And that is the International Harvester 510-21x7. So $4,920, let's buy it. We'll also get a bag of seed and a bag of fertilizer. Here she is, our second drill. I think I've configured it exactly the same as the one we already own. Right, let's just reverse up and we can get the seed and the fertilizer loaded. Solid fertilizer in and seed in. There we go. We'll have to leave these big bags here because we have no means to get them back to home. But yeah, never mind. We'll come back for them another time. Right, we're off to Ahlbom Park first, and we're going to be drilling grass, so let's switch to grass before we forget. There we go. Dead ahead is Nordic waiting for us near Ahlbom Park. We'll give him a toot and head on in. There we go. So these are direct drills, so we should have no issue with just drilling over what we harvested previously. There's nothing to switch on this drill, just to lower. It is a wheel-driven seeder. There we go. The grass is going in. So we'll get this drilled, and then it'll be on to Creekside to get canola in. Raised up and driving around the outside of the field. The grass is in, and that was quite a slick job. Seemed to be much faster when we double up the drills, which I guess is fairly obvious, to be honest. Right, we will race over to Creekside field, and we can switch up to canola. So that's what's going in Creekside. There we go. And yeah, we want a good varied amount of crops. Oh, I'm actually not going to Creekside. I should be going to the big field. My mistake, Nordic. I was heading over to Creekside thinking that's where we were drilling. We're actually going to drill the canola in the unnamed field, the largest field. So yeah, if I mentioned before that we were going to drill canola in Creekside, I actually meant this field. Right, here we go. Got canola selected. We can just lower away again. Let's turn on our lovely drill. It is pretty good, this drill, got to say. For a small and cheap drill, it does an immense job. Right, let's get the canola in. And hopefully this rain is not going to be too harsh. There we go. We can raise up. Nordic has broken away as the row has come to an end. And that's the canola all nicely drilled in the large field. So we'll head back to Creekside. We'll get parked up. We will have to save some of the remainder of the drilling till next month, as canola and grass are the only two things we can drill at the moment. Well, we can plant some crops, but we don't have any planters as of yet. But I think probably wheat or barley is what we're going to drill next time. It'll be one of the two maybe. I don't know if you can drill both in September. But yeah, that will be good to get a good mixture and flavour of different crops. So in terms of fields left to drill, we've obviously got Creekside ahead of us, which we've just extended and limed. And then we've got the newest field, which we ploughed up a couple weeks back and limed today. Right, I think next to the combine is where the drill is going to go. We've now got two of them, duo drills, so that's pretty good. Definitely sped the job up, that's for sure. Let's back this up in here neatly. Expertly reversed, if I do say so myself. I think we can chuck the Massey in front of the trailer here. And Nordic will park up the other drill as well. There we go. Right, so that is probably it for today. Next month we are going to have some drilling on our hands yet again, and then some winter jobs to hopefully start and commence to keep us busy. We want to put some chickens in, and we'll see if there's probably going to be some more forestry work to do to keep the sawmill well stocked. But there we go. Hope you have enjoyed watching. If you have, remember to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you've got any tips, tricks or things you'd like Nordic and I to do, then feel free to leave a comment. And check out Nordic's channel for his perspective of today's session. But all there's left to say is I hope to see you again next time on Conquer the Frontier at the New Frontier. And until then, catch you later. Cheers all. Bye bye.